Um, so obviously I turned as quickly as I could. And the moment my chair turned around, I knew that he was Filipino. And instantly I felt the connection because I've always had, I mean, I've been really, it's funny, now that we've passed all this time and I've got to explain to Gwen Stefani and Snoop and Carson because I don't think they understood when I first turned around and I think the first words out of my mouth were Salamat. And I knew I didn't have to ask, I knew. And then they were like, well, why? They said, like, we could tell. Like Gwen the other day said, we knew you had this connection. And I said, yeah, because I said, Gwen, you probably don't know, but um, just it's been a big part of my life. The Philippines, Southeast Asia, I was signed as an American act, and that's where I was loved. That's the first place that I found success and a home. And and there's more than that. I mean, I think I found such comfort in the Philippines with so many friends of mine and people in my close family friendships being Filipino, my grandfather, the nurses, my one of my best friends growing up. So it was funny. It was like I knew the second I saw, I was like, okay. I was like, this is gonna happen. And I felt like I don't know, it was just this very interesting kismet where I went, so this is gonna be the story. This is gonna be, and I knew he'd go. I mean, I just knew he was that good.
Right.
And the moment that it's funny, that was early on too, and we were all really nervous. All of us had hoped that Sofronio would choose us. And you guys might not realize, but you might think because it's Snoop or Reba or Gwen Stefani or Michael Buble that we're so confident. But it's nerve-wracking and um, it's intimidating, and you hope they pick you, especially when you really like them so much, and they have all the power in that situation. And so when he picked me, I was just over the moon. I went back to my room and I walked right in and I had my group there and I said, "Well, I think I might win the voice."
Yes. And
Yeah.
fast forward to today, what can you say about his performance at the finale?
Oh, well, I think uh, I don't know that anyone can imagine how hard it is to do what he did. And the other contestants as well. There's four other contestants who um, probably the biggest, scariest moment of their young lifetimes. And to get up there in that moment and to crush it like that is truly something. I mean, that's just, um, but it was interesting for me watching the package of Sofronio, before. That's what made me very emotional, was just seeing. Like I realized that it's not just the Philippines. I realized that tomorrow, if Sofronio wins, it will be the first Asian to ever win
Oh,
this
wow.
kind of singing competition in America. And so he's not just singing for Filipinos. He's singing for Malaysians and Indonesians and Chinese. I mean, and it's like, there's a bunch of beautiful Asians all over America and the world who, you know, somebody that looks like them
Right, right.
has a chance to be the winner of the biggest singing show in the world, and I I would love that for him.
Our Facebook, the Facebook community, Filipino community in Facebook, is blowing up because everyone is supporting Sofronio, voting for him to
Oh,
win the voice, like you said. But whatever the results is, what do you think would be life like between you and Sofronio moving forward?
well, no matter what happens, we'll move forward. No matter what happens, and it won't just be me. I think it'll be Snoop. We both, and not just Sofronio. We Shy and Jeremy, the other contestants. We just think. You know what? We think they're too good not to have a shot at having a career. And we don't want it to be like previous seasons. We're not like other coaches. We're not like other seasons. We're not. We're just not. You know,
Right.
this is something where we walked in on the first day and we were like, how are we going to do this? You know, is this just going to be a game for us? And we knew it was. It's not who we are, and it's not who Snoop is. And so whatever God's plan is going to happen for these young people. And the truth is, it may not be God's plan for them to win.
Yeah.
It may be God's plan for them to come as a runner-up, but that's what the plan is. And no matter what happens, this will be a a part. This will be one of the many different roads and lanes that's going to bring them to their path of becoming the star they were meant to be. But again, it is all in God's hands, and I really believe that. I think that it's hard in the moment, and if Sofronio wins, it's going to be hard for Shai or Jeremy or Sydney. But there's a reason, man. And it's funny, as you look back in your life, it's easy to say that, but it's something that I tell them every day. I'm with them, I'm on the phone with them, and I'm always reminding them. I'm saying, you won already. You've won. You've given yourself a career. You know, if you look at their socials, the growth and the numbers of people following them, the experience that they've gotten from this, the growth that they show every single week. Man, there's no losing. There's nothing. There's not one negative thing that I can find in the journey that they've all had and that we've taken together. And by the way, for me too, because it's made my life better to get to, there's nothing that's more fulfilling as an artist and someone who is lucky enough to have this dream come true for them than to help someone else to define themselves and to have their dream come true. It's pretty awesome. Love to. Yeah, it's funny, I don't know when the next tour is gonna happen. There's so
You
much
don't,
stuff
you don't
happening
have to
in
tell
my
us.
life right now. There's movies I'm doing, and there's TV shows, and there's all this a lot of acting stuff. And music, of course, is always my heart, Music is like where I will never ever lose my passion for connecting with beautiful souls. But when we mix all of the things that are happening in my life with, having 4 beautiful kids now and a gorgeous wife who has her own big career, I'm trying my best to, keep it all balanced and, keep a good, happy mindset and everything. And what do I have? Is there a pink note up there? Yep. And that's my son right there. Porta.